There's a good chance that during our experience today, you'll be getting very, very wet.
The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and is essential to all life, both in the sea and on the land. There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the Orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet Seaworld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine mammal, the Orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are counter-shaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark depths. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail fluke can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during Orca Encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our game. Much remains to be understood regarding the Orca's orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the great populations and habitat on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter Seaworld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. On behalf of all of us here at Seaworld, we'd like to welcome you to Orca Encounter. Being a part of Seaworld's mission is more than just a job. We're proud of what we do, and we're excited to share with you the ways that we care for, teach, learn from, and develop relationships with our whales. We understand that there's a new way of doing things, wearing facial coverings and social distancing. We thank you for your patience as we navigate this process. At the end of today's presentation, I'm going to ask that you please remain seated as our operation ambassadors are going to help us safely exit our stadium. But for now, get ready to enjoy Orca Encounter. How many of you been here before? You're past members? Okay, awesome. How many of you, is this your first time here? Yeah, a bunch of you. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's really exciting when we have this opportunity to really break down what we do every single day. So as zookeepers and marine mammal trainers, what we focus on to interact with the animals is something called operant conditioning, which makes it very simple to say that we use positive reinforcement training. So that's kind of the premise of everything that we do. We like to present to the whales, or the penguins, or the sea lions, or the elephants, different opportunities and choices. Now, when we present a choice, they have an option, right? They can say yes, or what else could they say? Yeah, they can say no, absolutely, just like that. And it's okay if they say no. Why is that okay? Because they have a choice, absolutely. Everything that we do, we give them an option, and they get to tell us what they want and what's most reinforcing. So when they do something that we've asked and that they want to do, what do you think that we do? We reward them. We reward that awesome behavior. So what are some of the different ways that we could reward great behavior? Fish, okay, what else? Ice, love it, what else? Rub downs, I heard that over there, absolutely. What about toys? Yeah, believe it or not. So one of the cool things about being an animal trainer is that we have to learn and to develop a relationship with the animals. And each relationship that we have is slightly different. I kind of put this back to you guys as think about your family, think about your friends. Are all those relationships the same? Of course not. It's not possible to be like that. So for me, sharing a story that I had, we're good to go? All right, let me finish this quick story and then we'll let them go. So True was one of the first animals that I started working with here at Chamois Stadium. And we've been interacting for the past 6 years. And our relationship is not the same when it started. We've been able to develop and grow and learn how True learns best. So throughout Orca Encounter, what you're going to learn about is the husbandry techniques, so healthcare. You're going to hear a little bit about the relationship, but know that none of this is possible without giving the animals choice and without that relationship. So without further ado, you guys ready for Orca Encounter? All right, let's get it going, guys. You know, Seaworld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about the natural world. And we're excited to share their story with all of you tonight.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer. High flying and powerful.
Tonight, you're going to see all of that and much more. These and other behaviors provide an environment that's full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or you step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Tonight, you're going to see our whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help to strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a team. This is just another adaptation that made them the ocean's top predator. Now, their scientific name is Orca Encounter Show. Their common name, killer whale. But here at Seaworld, our 5 killer whales have their own individual names and personalities. Their names are Katina, Milani, Malia, Trua, and Makayo. Now, we talked about Katina, Milani, and Malia. Later on, we're going to be able to see their 2 boys, Trua and Makayo. Trua is our 15-year-old. Makayo is our youngest, 10. Get this, Makayo's mom, she's 44 years old. Now, the matriarch is an amazing part of this system because you see the matriarch or the mother, like Katina, she's the one that runs the nest if you think about it like that. So when we get to start building relationships with them, it's really awesome to be able to build relationships with all different levels of their social structure. So right now we have all 3 of those females out here. And what we're going to start to show you guys is some of the things that we talked about before, those husbandry or those healthcare behaviors. So one of the first healthcare behaviors we asked them to do is called a float present. You can see Ashley has asked Alani to roll over, belly to the sky, and Alani's presented her tail flutes right to her. Now, if I was a veterinarian, I'd come up right behind where Ashley is, and Ashley's pointing out that great vein. It's actually very easy to see on Alani's tail. I would collect my blood sample, take it to the lab that we have right here on site, and within a couple of hours, we're going to know the killer whale's own individual blood baseline levels. Now, we do this proactively, meaning that we're going to do this about every month. About every other week, we're going to do a different husbandry or healthcare behavior. We're going to need to get the weight of our whales. Now, to do this, it's very simple. We just need our killer whales to slide up onto a killer whale size scale, much like you stepping onto a scale at home. Now, our scale is in our back area, so we're going to actually just simulate by asking Katina, our matriarch, our 44-year-old, to slide right up over here. Now, as Katina slides up, you're going to see the size difference between her, Milani, and Malia. She's much larger. Katina's weighing in right now around 5,500 pounds. There she is. Good job, Mama. Now, if you look at her, though, I want you to pay attention. Do you see how her head and her tail are still in the water? That would be like you or I stepping up to scale with just 1 foot. So to fix that, we're going to ask Katina to raise her head and her tail. And just like that, well, that looks like the presentation behavior. The reality is, critical husband behavior to ensure that our younger whales are growing and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. For the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
All right, everybody, down here by the glass, and I have an important question for all of you. How many of you love to play? Yeah, absolutely. Play is important for us as humans, right? That's how we're going to learn. And guess what? It's the same as killer whales. They watch the other pod members, they play with them, and that's shed light onto many of the mysteries surrounding these amazing animals. For example, we now know that the gestation or the pregnancy of a killer whale is 17 months. That information would be impossible to gain out in the wild. Other information can only be obtained through field observations. So in those cases, Seaworld teams up with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca Survey or NOAA, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are powerful animals, but perhaps their power is best seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will teach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with spikes of their tails.
So, killer whales create waves to hunt, and they use their tail hooks to stun their prey. You're about to get a demonstration. For our whales, it's a fun activity session. But for you, it means it's time to get wet.
Oh boy.
fishing, pollution, and other factors are having a negative impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
But it's not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference. All it takes is one choice.